Well, hello and welcome back. It's been a bit, or it feels like it's been a bit. And then coming up, we got spring break. So there'll be another break in April. Let's see, that's in 2 weeks. Huh. All right, so we have 2 weeks on and then a week off, and then we finish up the semester. All good, whatever. It is good. You get some breaks in there, at least for me, which might be nice for some of you. We're all caught up. I think everybody's really caught up. It's good. And it's time to start a new project. What are we jumping into? Product promotion. And who's our main client? Oh man, that ruined my whole thing. Dr. Bronner's. Dr. Bronner's is a soap manufacturer that makes 100% organic, natural soaps. They've been around for a very, very, very long time. There's even a documentary out about the kind of starter of Dr. Bronner's. It's called Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap Box. I actually didn't look that up. And that's the guy who started the company. Yeah, it's a very interesting documentary if you can find it. It used to be around a little bit more. I don't know where you can find it if you ever want to watch it. It's very interesting. It does have ties to the Milwaukee area as well. He lived in Milwaukee for a while before he moved to California, and one of his sons stayed in Milwaukee and actually was a friend of my wife. I've met Ralph Bronner before his passing several times and got to hang out with him. So it's pretty cool, and it's a great product, and it's a fun product. The reason why it's fun is kind of like Bubbler. It's all about variety. So we're going to concentrate. First thing, we're going to concentrate on these two items, which are the liquid soaps, which are the number one product that they have. They have a liquid soap in this clear container, and then they have the liquid soap in a recyclable carton, they're calling it now. And we're going to concentrate on those. The fun part, too, is you go through and it's like a rainbow of colors that you can use for your piece. It's so much fun because there is so much variety in the colors and whatnot. So this is our client. And what the client's going to be doing is they want a celebration. I don't want to say that. That's not what it says because there's very specific. So in celebration of Earth Day, Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap is offering a 25% store-wide discount on all products. Known for its commitment to eco-conscious practices, sustainability, and ethical business, Dr. Bronner's Soaps offers a range of versatile, organic, and fair trade soaps and personal care items. We are talking about soaps. We're pushing the soaps. This Earth Day, not only can you take better care of your body with natural ingredients, but the planet through conscious purchasing that supports environmentally responsible companies. All right, this Earth Day will make the world a cleaner, greener place, starting with yourself. Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap is offering exclusive 25% off celebration from our iconic Pure Castile liquid soaps to our all-natural body cares. Again, I want to concentrate on the soaps because it's the most fun. Cleanse your body while supporting earth conscious living. I've now included the stuff for you. When it comes to all the items that you're going to need, I wanted to take that out of the questionable part of seeing JPEGs for logos and seeing, cut out JPEGs, all that kind of stuff. I've gotten you a bevy of items. It is a little bit of a large file because it holds many wonderful items. It is a zip file. Please download it for your convenience. Now, I have all of this in here. What do I have? I've got a good picture of that soap, that soap, that soap, that soap, that soap, that soap. And as you can see, these all range together. And I haven't opened these, but sometimes if you open it in Photoshop, they already are cut out. These are on a pure white background, so it's easy to work with. Then I also have the cartons. Look at that rainbow. That's like one shot for you. Like, how fun is that? But then we have the rainbow of cartons as well. As you can see, these are beautifully done. This is, you talk about production work, like this is it. Like the box doesn't move, like the colors change, just what needs to change changes, and it's saturated and it looks great. Like whoever did this for them did an awesome job. I should talk about this. Doesn't talk about the label about. He was a cosmic dude. Like this guy here, he would travel around. Like once he got big, he would travel around like California, going to universities. I think that's Ralph. That's who I met. Going to universities and spreading the all one philosophy. And he would, and college students would go to his lectures. Just like it would be a free open lecture, you know, like you can sometimes go to college and there'd be a speaker and he'd give out soap. And the very first soap flavor was their spearmint, which is delectable. It's awesome. I use it a lot. But if you read, which is the label? The label has his philosophy on it. And I believe it's some like 2,000 words on the label itself about being kind and, you know, reaching out to the, so like there's like what's behind the label, heal the earth. Oh, that's the heal the earth one. But if you go to the normal one and it's got all these like the moral ABC introduced, you know, and he's got all this stuff about how the world should live. This is a great, you know, great, crazy guy. So the label is very important, and when using product shots, and that's why I kind of went back to that. I apologize for the jump around there. What other things do I have in here? Well, there's a PDF of the logo guidelines. You can see what you can and can't do. Look at minimum clearance. Means really shouldn't get closer than that for anything. That's that margin space that I always talk about. Like, are you too close? Is the logo too close to something? There's a star version, a non-star version. All the things to not do. Not enough clear space. Look at that number one item they have right there. People love it when I complain about this in class. No custom colors, only product colors. See page 16. All this is here. Don't distort the logo. Remember, don't do that. Reversed logo on a blue box on a white substrate. I'm not sure about that. This goes. Oh, and then they're doing like wrong logo, arm on the wrong side, white arm goes on the left. Isn't that crazy? Like how they have it broken down. Like, so somebody's job is to go through this and to write the rules for their logo, because the logo is the corporate visual guide to people. They see the logo, they know what it is, and they go for it. So part of this process is making sure we don't ruin the logo when building out a lockup. I want to almost call it like a word lockup that has a lot of stuff in it, that you don't mess it up. We got the logo horizontal, Dr. Bronner's logo negative. I think I got the white background, all there for you. AI files, Illustrator files. See what happens. Look at that. There it is, in vector for you, with the white space showing as well. The guide of like nothing should go closer than that. You know, copy and paste that out. So I have included this year, you're the first grouping to get all the product shots and the logos, and you don't have to look for them. But what you should look for is you should look at their product. You should do a little research on Dr. Bronner's. Look at the website, look at their colors, look at everything they've got going on, and you have to match what they have going on. It shouldn't be such a far move away from them that people don't get it. And so use this as inspiration, I say, just inspiration. Oh, they got, if you dig around, like, this is the 2024 annual report. I found all their annual reports from like years, like 20 years of annual reports and what they changed and all that kind of stuff. So it is out there if you need inspiration beyond reading the all-one messaging on their label and all that fun stuff. Like, seriously, pick up a label. Next time you're like Walgreens or Target, they have this there. You look at the label, you're like, oh boy. I mean, you can find them online, but the text is so small, sometimes it's impossible to read. Yeah, kind of weird, kind of normal. So we're going to have some fun with that. So all of this is included. You need a deck. We're starting out as we always do. Got to create a deck, as they call it, and then a logo. Combination logo design. It needs the Dr. Bronner's all-one logo. Include Earth Day celebration, and then 25% off all Dr. Bronner's products. So logo, text, like, why are we having, so like the logo is so people know it's Dr. Bronner's. The Earth Day celebration is like the celebratory part, and it adds a theme to what is going to happen for this program. The theme is Earth Day celebration. So like, don't, I was trying to think of something really weird. I couldn't, like outer space or something like that. Even though there's some outer space in there, like, it's about Earth. It's about Earth Day. It should feel like that. It should have that feeling of Earth Day celebration. And then 25% off all Dr. Bronner's products is what we need for the logo design. Now, as we always start, I love to start with, writing things out. What should it say? How should it say it? I'm going to try to do this. I need to move some screens over. All right. And I personally can't start on the computer. It's not loose enough. It's not fast enough, because right now for the logo, I know the logo is either this or this. So all I'm going to concentrate on is, like, I need somewhere a block and a block. Now, what I really want to concentrate on is Earth Day celebration. And this is one where I write it out. Why do I write it out? It allows me to see the letters as they look, and I can start to look for weird stuff. Oh, I do a cap there. Or, you can do it again. And just like, I'm just looking at the letters, and it helps me to write it out. And what I also do is I do this where I do it in two forms. I want to know what my title case looks like, and I want to know what maybe all caps looks like. I rarely do all lowercase, but you could, like, that's just a change up to change these, which might be kind of cute. Like, and then I start looking, so the A could be like this too. The A has two forms depending on what you want to do. Right there, that looks like a D, which bugs me. So you do this, and I'm just like looking at stuff like Earth, and then like I have a day. What if this? Oh, that's a B. You know, like, can that work? You know, is it worth combining these two or lining them up, or do you line up the A's? And again, this is just stuff you throw away. It's just idea generators. Oh, see, when you draw that down though, and if I add this, that's really confusing. It looks like two Ds, so I'd have to do that separation. And then, like, you know, and then there's the celebration, which is such a big word. Like, how do we fit that in there? What do we do? How are we gonna do that? I go to just for me, because I do the digital drawing. I want to fill with white. You know, then I got to think like celebration. You know, like, and I've done in the past, like, you do a big C and maybe have like Earth Day in it. I don't know, what did I have? Day, like, wait, big L. So if it's like, oh, sorry, let's erase that little booger. Oh, I just changed it to white. All right, so like, so even if I started there and then I was like, okay, if I have areas, then if I knock that down and don't go so crazy with E in my T, and then I know, like, okay, for this round, like, the logos, I'll fit the long logo in here maybe. And then at the bottom, that's where then you write 25% off. All, like, I'm excited about that. All. And then Dr. Bronner's products. So again, I like to play with the letters and the words, and I'm straying away from some imagery right off the bat. It's because we're combining so many things at once, and there's a lot of messaging, which happens. I am not kidding. This comes from working in the industry where you get clients who are like, we have this thing and we want to do this, and there's like 800 things. You're like, oh God, this could be a horrible logo, but that's what you want. You get it. You get what you want. So play around, start loose, and then tighten it up. So like, if I have this, this could be like the banner logo. Earth Day celebration, 25% all products, Dr. Brown products, and I got a logo there. All right, and then I like maybe do another one, you know, edit, fill, white, you know, and then maybe, you know, you play with Earth Day. I already don't like where I'm going with that. You know, I lose the E. Yeah, I lose the E too much, but like the E could be the Earth, you know, and then I just feel like, yeah, a little lowercase. You could do fun, weird stuff, but it's just playing around. E-A-R. Wow, spell it right. But I mean, like, that's what we want to do is I don't need to spell things wrong, but go through some renditions. You can even type this. If you're more in line of like we have those people like, I can't draw, I can't draw. So file, new, create. Oh, I forget I always have the stud on these 3 panels. And then even like, you pick EARTH, and then you start digging for fonts. But then you pull it apart. Like, I never like just type it out. So I'll do a series of steps where I'll go kind of think of some ideas, and then I'll go to the Adobe fonts, which you can access through here, and then you click fonts, then you click browse more fonts, and it opens up this, and then you sign in, and it goes, oh, it didn't take me to MATC today. And then I like, pick whatever you want, out of this bunch. Fun. I'll just go to fun. I think I always go to fun with you guys. Then you just start to dig around through here. This is like shopping for me. It's like, don't rush me. I'm shopping. I just want to look at everything and check it out. I use this Nathan's Coney Island a lot. Is there anything here? I'm not liking anything. Let's go look at Funky. Maybe there's something here. Oh, and I kind of like that. It's all offset. And then you click on it to see what it is. And then you're like, maybe I can use that. And it's free to download. And then you put it in, you see what it looks like, and you start playing with your letters. The other part, as I'm teaching now a little bit more, is like, then you take this, or you go do, and then I do. Now, for the sake of just sakiness, I am going to just keep this font. But then I take this and I go type, create outlines. Then you grab it all and go object, ungroup all. And then I can just like start to take stuff and be like, does something line up? What if I move something? Then I'll be like, oh, what if this Y was there? Like, how can this fit in? Oh, I need another D. Well, thank goodness this is here. And then I can just lowercase the D maybe. And then make a copy of that and like outline it. Object. This is somewhat why I don't enjoy doing it in the digital computer, because I could have written that D quicker. And then I put this here, and maybe that lines up with that. Like, okay, what do we got going on? Like, oh, okay. So then I got Earth Day there, and then I got celebration. Like, oh, I got an L going. What do we have combining? Can the C be huge and encompass it all, or does it look dumb? Like, are people going to be able to read it? And I'm just playing around, moving the fonts, moving the letters. Like, I know I have an area here, right? But it just does celebration read correctly. And then I have an area here, or I can put the 25% off here. I can put the logo in here if there's enough space. I can put the logo here, like vertically, and just play around. Start with that sketching process and get out a bunch of ideas, and then tone it down to those three. And then do your research. I want a style like this. I want a style like that. Look for it. You're the graphic designers. I really want you to like push it, but it needs to read. Then I can't show you this. Or here, I can show you this. Can I still read it? Like, can I read it? If you can read it that small clearly, you're good. If it all runs together and like you have too many images and too many things going on and you can't read it when it's small, then it's not going to work. Like, this needs to be clean, clear, decisive. So I may be running too tight. I need to may open some stuff up, try some other processes in getting, this logo lockup completed. But that's the other one. We work, hopefully you're working, properly on your computer and everything's big. And you're like, this is awesome. Like, it's huge, it's awesome. And then you forget, like, oh, but what happens when it's this big? Is it scalable? It's going to be on the internet. It's going to be, as we talk, it's going to be in several different places. You're going to be for this one. I don't think I have it. I think it's going to be a surprise, but it's not really a surprise. After the logo and poster and flyer. Oh, it's got the scale on. I'm trying to think of the other items we're going to do. You will be doing, the biggest one is you'll be doing an in-store stand-up of your own design for this as well. I hate doing this. I do not enjoy doing this, but I know I have it, so I'll show you. I don't want to see anybody do the same thing then. Like this is always a problem with showing examples of work is then like I see this again. So here's an example. I'll put it on the preview. So this is what you'll be doing. A poster, the intro screenshot to the website. So when I say that, and I have the sizes for you, that is just Dr. Brothers. It's this page where she is, this image. You know, your thing is going to go there. We got the flyers and a banner, billboard banner. Media, you know, a good old squarey, and then a stand-up. But that's all throughout the weeks. And guess what? You get a bonus week in there to work on this stuff because there's spring break. Or you can just not do anything. Enjoy spring break. So that's like all the pieces. But this is an example of another student had done. Again, I don't want to see a copy of this. That's already been done in the books. So you do your own creative style. Let's see what else is there. I think we know our standards. Your quick one-off designs. God, I love these so much. Oh, why isn't this in student preview anymore? Exploring media, again, something that you're finding online, an ad that always is popping up. Like you're like, oh, I always see this when I scroll through this, when I scroll through that, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever your thing is, ads pop up all over the place. Like talk about it. Like, what is it? Why is it always popping up? And like, what is the brand? Like, are they doing a good job? Are they doing a bad job? And then our fun playing around with Every Designer Needs to Know, where you just get to experiment, try some new things out, and our book. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right, excellent. You can get started on these projects. I will talk about bold copy and text and margins on Thursday. And, you know, more of this do's and don'ts and general design, and keep you up to date on what is standard in the industry and why you do it and why you don't. And I'll maybe do some more playing around with Dr. Browners on Thursday and show you some other stuff I have. All right. Well, take care. Start ruminating and thinking. And let's see some awesome designs. Remember, it's got to read. You got to be able to read it. If you need to, have it on your computer and walk across the room, look at it from far away, make sure it's legible and all that stuff, and then we'll move on from there. All right, take care. I will talk to you on Thursday if I don't talk to you on the discussion board sooner. All right, bye-bye.